do a live update for you guys, answering some questions, letting you know different information that I think is essential for you to learn when you are starting to make jewelry or even years later after you've started. So I have had a number of questions and a number of people asking about the different sizes of seed beads, what they mean, what the actual size is, how many beads are actually in an inch. So I thought I'd do a quick YouTube video here and Facebook Live to let you know exactly what the actual counts are. So years and years ago, about 16, 17, 1800s, during Victoria era, we got the sizes for the seed beads. So 11/0 seed beads used to be that 11 seed beads fit in an inch. However, this is a general measurement that now today, with the advances in actual production and the exactness and the precision that are used to make the different beads, these numbers are actually way off. So don't think of the seed bead numbers as the number of beads per inch. That's actually just a historical way of referencing and sizing the seed beads. So I want to show you guys the different ways that the seed beads actually are measured. So I have sitting here a number of different of the brands of seed beads and sizes of beads to show you guys, so that way you get an idea as far as how many beads per inch, as well as the difference in the different manufacturing techniques, as well as the different brands. So I have an actual chart right here for you that I'll let you take a look at, and then I'll show you even more as we go. This is the number of beads per inch. So like I said previously, it used to be that if you had a tube of 11/0 seed beads, when you were looking at them, you were going to get 11 beads in an inch. Because again of the different production standards and the different techniques that are used, now when you look at that same 11/0, which was just produced, you're going to get a drastically different number of seed beads per inch than 11. You're also going to get a number of different seed beads per inch when you're talking about brand and when things are brand specific. So I have this chart here, which I'll also put in the comments for you guys, all the different sizes of seed beads and how many beads there are per inch. When I'm looking at Toho seed beads, those are the ones that I have in this semi-glazed rainbow clover color here. And then I have the Aztec gold color in the Miyuki brand. So these two are the Japanese seed beads. The Aztec gold is actually a Czech finish or coated in the Czech Republic, and the glass bead base is actually produced by Miyuki in Japan. So it's kind of a fun hybrid of the two. When you're looking at the seed beads, there's also then seed beads that are produced in China, which we don't even sell, and then seed beads that are produced in the Czech Republic. When looking at the different beads, there is a slight difference in the size based on the two Japanese brands and then also the Czech brand as well. Looking at 15/0 seed beads, for example, in this clover color of the Toho 15/0s, you get 22 seed beads in an inch of the 15/0s. In the Miyuki brand, you get 24 seed beads in an inch. So you have two brands of 15/0s, and you're getting 2 more seed beads in the Miyuki brand than you are in the Toho brand of the 15/0 seed beads. Likewise, there's a little bit difference in shape. So when looking at the Toho 15s, they look more cylindrical, almost like a Delicas bead, a cut bead, rather than the rounded Miyuki seed bead. Generally speaking also, the Miyuki are going to be slightly smaller than Toho and also more rounded in shape. Because of this, the Toho seed beads are generally going to have a larger inner diameter or a larger hole size. So again, the Toho 15s, you're going to get 22 per inch versus the Miyuki 24. This is why sometimes in patterns, they are brand specific, especially with the smaller beads. As we go up in size from the 15s to the 11/0 seed beads, you're going to get a little bit less of a difference in the count and the number of beads. In the Toho 11/0, you can see the difference in size from the Miyuki, again a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. You're getting 17 beads in an inch. The Miyuki brand, you're getting 19 beads in an inch when you're looking at the two brands. Again, a little bit more cylindrical, a little bit more rounded. I prefer the Miyuki brand because I still see, even looking at these, even with the check coating on top, that just picking random seed beads out of the tube, the Miyuki seed beads do have more consistency as far as shape and size. Moving up then, as the bead gets bigger, the difference in size actually decreases. So here is the Toho, the green 8 versus the Miyuki gold in the 8-0 seed bead. Both of these in the 8-0 are going to have 13 beads per inch. So when you're thinking about things brand specific for patterns, when you get to 8-0s and then even 16-0s, it's not going to matter as much what brand you use. As you get smaller into the 15-0s, it's going to matter more what brand you use and staying brand specific with the pattern. There's also the 11-0 in the Delica. The equivalency is going to be the Toho Treasures. We don't even carry the Treasures. Miyuki is looked at as the superior brand for this exact size of the Delicas. There are 20 Delicas per inch. And when you're looking at the Delicas, they are more cylindrical. It's almost thinking of cutting a tube or a straw. And that extrusion process is going to get you those perfect Delicas. Likewise, then we have the Czech Seed Beads. So the Czech Seed Beads, when you're looking at them, we have 8-0s and 11-0s here. And we carry the Czech Seed Beads in the etched beads. So these are the 11-0 etched and then the 8-0 etched seed beads. Because they are etched and they have that kind of coating on them, when you're looking at them, the etched beads in the 11-0s have 19 beads per inch, and then the 8-0s have 15 per inch. So the 19-0 are going to be the same as the Miyuki 11s and slightly smaller than the Toho 11-0 seed bead. 8-0 seed bead, when you're looking at it, you get 15 per inch versus the 13 of the other brand. There's also then the Matubo brand, which Matubo brand is a Czech brand as well, and the Matubos are going to be very consistent in shape and size. I actually like these beads and like that they have a larger hole. They are more cylindrical shape. Even showing kind of here, I have a bracelet with the cylinder shape here in the 6-0 seed beads that is going to be even bigger in size. Moving on then from those Czech seed beads and going with the Matubo, again 12 per inch, a little bit bigger than those Toho and the Miyuki, we go into the Demi Round beads. I also have the O beads here for you just to kind of show you a comparison. So the Demi Round beads are the Toho brand, and then the equivalency in Miyuki is going to be the Spacer bead. Both beads, the idea is that they are approximately half of the actual size of a regular 8-0 and 11-0 seed bead. That being said, they are definitely more than half of both of those. When you're looking at the Demi Round in the 11-0, there are 26 beads per inch. The 11-0 in the Miyuki Spacer has 27 beads per inch. The Spacer beads themselves are quite tiny, and they're very little, even a lot littler as far as slender wise, more than the 15-0s. So the number can vary kind of 1 to 2 beads both ways. Because of their size, there is some inconsistency in the size of them, both in the Miyuki and the Toho brand. You can even notice it in the 8-0 as well, which again, the 8-0s, there's 21 of both of these beads. So there's 21 of the Demi Rounds and 21 of the Spacer beads in the 8-0 size. The O bead, unlike these Japanese Miyuki and Toho, so you've got the Toho and the Miyuki, the O bead is the Czech bead that is similar in shape. The O bead, however, is 4 millimeter from end to end, so it's bigger than the others. It's more of a size 6 seed bead width, if you're thinking about it that way, or diameter rather. And the O bead has a bigger hole than both the Demi Round and the Spacer bead. It's also a 1x4 millimeter with a larger hole versus some of the Demi Rounds, which the Demi Round 8-0 is 2.2 millimeter, and then the 11-0 is going to be smaller as well versus the Miyuki Spacer, which they say is 2.2 by 1. And then the Miyuki Spacer is 3 by 1.3. So that's going to be your size difference of kind of these cylindrical, almost spacer bead types. So there's that general misconception that the number of beads per inch is equal to the size. Yes, historically that was true, but it definitely got changed along the way as the production got better and became more consistent. When you're looking at the different beads too, it's fun just to kind of play around, figure out that numbers. It's actually going to really help you if you're looming and you're getting that distance or trying to figure out exactly how many beads you need for your project. or which beads are brand specific, or which ones you can take some and give some from other examples as well. Again, I'll put this little sheet for you guys here that I had Nathan type up for me with the different size beads per inch in the comments, so that way you can check them out. Also, if you do want to, you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can also check us out at PotomacBeads.com, order any of your supplies that you need to, any of these fun different seed beads. You can also join our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making, and there show us the different things that you make with your seed beads, get ideas, get examples, get sneak peeks of videos like this that we are going to do, as well as just become a member of an awesome beading forum. Thank you guys so much for watching this fun live video, and stay tuned for more weekly helpful hints and things you should know.